Welcome to Mike Brown Barbecue. Today we're going to take a cured pork belly and smoke it like a brisket on this 250-gallon offset smoker. Stay tuned. Alright guys, it's time to burn us down a coal bed. Nothing special with the wood we burned down for the coal bed. Just a bunch of old, dry, fugly wood. Ugly wood, we're going to put this ugly wood on there. Got a little bit of lump charcoal already in there. Gonna burn this down a nice big coal bed for the cook that we're doing today. Sometimes that wood is a little big. And just like that, we'll get us a coal bed burnt. Nothing like having a trusty leaf blower to jump start things for you. So we got that lit up. That'll take probably about an hour to burn down. I don't mess around with my coal bed, folks. I want me a nice hot coal bed when I'm doing these smokes, because I want to throw that greener wood on and it catch, not have no problems with my fire management. This meat that we're cooking today is something I've been wanting to try for a while. So while we let that burn down, let's go season up our meat. All right, folks, what we got today is a pork belly cured like bacon. I'm going to take this pork belly and smoke it just like a brisket. The first thing we're going to do is doing just a little bit of trimming on this. I'm going to round off the corners. Right there wasn't nothing but fat. I'm going to get them corners rounded off just like that. And as you can see, if you ever go pick a pork belly out from the store, that's what you want to look for on your meat to fat ratio. That'll cook down real nice. It won't be too fatty. It won't be too meaty. That'd be just right. You can find them layers just like that. This is our downside. We're going to smoke this fat cap up. So being as I've already cured this, and I'll put a link to how I cure my pork bellies from my pork belly bacon burn in video. I didn't do that. Save y'all a little bit of watch time, but there ain't nothing new how I cure my pork bellies. Cure them in the refrigerator for 7 days with a mixture of 2 parts salt, 1 part sugar. You take the weight of your meat in grams and multiply it by 0.0025, and that gives you how much pink curing salt you need for this piece of meat. So we're gonna get her seasoned up. Get your clean hand, and we're gonna start off hitting it with some black pepper. This butcher block. Generous coat of that. Just like that. And I'm going to hit it with a very, very light dusting of seasonal salt. I don't want to oversalt this. Technically, it's already been salted when it cured. So we're going to put a real light coat of that just to give it a little bit extra flavor. And then I'm going to hit it with a little bit of garlic powder. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. Just like that. We'll pat that in. Flip it over and do the other side, our presentation side. Do the same thing. Hit it with our black pepper. Generous coat. Just like that. A light dusting. And finally season off. Just like that. And then a light dusting of garlic powder. Pat it all in. We'll give it a little bit to sit there and adhere. My pork belly bacon burn ins that I did were awesome. My thinking behind this is I'll get a brisket style texture or pork belly style with the cured bacon flavor. I ain't seen nobody else do it. If they have done it, that's great. But I wanna see how that turns out and make a video of it and bring you guys along for the ride. I think that's gonna be some good eating there. So we got this seasoned up. We're gonna be smoking it down with some red oak, and I'll bring you guys back when that coal bed finishes burning down, and bring you along for the ride. All right, folks, y'all stay tuned. It's time to throw our cured pork belly on. You can see it's got some decent color to it. It's still sweating out a little bit more moisture. Smells like bacon. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this thing on with the thickest side toward the fire, which is this side right here. We'll put it right here in the middle, scrunch it up, and I'll keep an eye on this. I hadn't quite decided what internal temp I want to bring it to, but I'm gonna cook it till it's done, so till it gets tender. So I'm gonna let it ride for about 3 hours roundabout. We'll open it up and check on it. That whole little piece, the whole belly I cut that off of, weighed about 6 pounds. So I cut a bigger piece for this, so I'm thinking that weighs about 4 pounds. So the cook time on it shouldn't be but about 5, maybe 6 hours. So we'll see. But we got our coal bed burnt down. Let's go throw our dense red oak logs on. Y'all stay tuned. All right, folks, as you can see, this coal bed is burnt completely down. Let's go ahead and get all this good, nice, hot coal smashed up. Move them up. Boy, that's some good coals there. Nice, hot coals. Get your shovel, make you a little bit of airflow. Slots in there. Let's put our wood on. For this cook, start out with these dense, barky logs. This is a really, really dense log right here. I want to throw some good smoke on this right up front. Same thing for this one. Big, dense, thick log. We'll put him on right there, spaced out far apart to get a slow burn. It's our channel logs. Then our top logs are green, but a little bit thinner also. They're gonna go on back here. One way back there, then the other one right here in the front, just like that. So if you'll notice, I've got my fire moved up as far as I can get it to the door. That's about as close as I'll ever get it. I want it to be far away from the meat. I want my flames to be low, slow, and chill. And they will be with them dense logs. That's taken off. I'm gonna go ahead. That's taken off. We'll check on our pork belly here in about 3 to 4 hours. See what it's looking like. So the pork belly bacon brisket project we got going here, I'm roughly about 2.5 hours in. I'm fixing to have to manage the fire, but I want to go ahead and check it out and see how it's looking. I'm real curious. I've never taken a cured pork belly and smoked it like this before. I've always cold smoked them, so I'm just curious to see what she's looking like. And it's looking good. It's got some good color on it. You can see it's looking real nice. A little bit on the hot side. The grease coming out of it tastes good. But I'm kind of curious to see where it's at on internal temp. Fat's not quite yet rendered on top, so it's got a little ways to go. The thickest part, it is at 165, so technically you can take it off right now and cool it and slice it for bacon, but I ain't gonna do that. We're gonna take it and smoke it like a brisket. This thing is gonna be good. So I'm gonna close this lid down and we'll get our fire managed up. Stay tuned. All right, folks, it's time to manage the fire. We just checked up on our pork belly. It's got good color, but it's time to manage this fire down and get everything resituated. And as you can see, everything is burnt down. It's time to smash this down into our new coal bed. Clean the front of your coal bed out real good. Throw those dead coals up on the side. Move your coal bed up a little bit. These 2 channel logs got just a little bit of life left to them. You take them and you bury them down in them coals right there. And they'll be burnt down here in just a little bit. All right, so we got that situated. Let's go on with our next setup. Be going on with a big, dense red oak log. The big dense red oak log, that's a real dense one. I'm gambling on this one, but you know what? Screw it. I'll put him on right there. And we got another good size one, dense log. I'm still in the process of building my layers of flavor up on this meat. So we want to put them dense logs back on there. Put that one back there in the back. Put this one right here in the front, the very front. Keep all your spacing wide on top and on bottom to run a low and slow fire. I'll be able to keep this at 250 to 275 with that spacing like that, and my door cracked to 1 inch. And I'll show you what kind of smoke it's putting off here in just a second. Now, as you can see, that's taking off. I'll bring y'all up to the smokestack here in a minute, show you what I'm throwing on that pork belly. And next time y'all see me, probably in about, we'll check on that pork belly here in probably about 2 more hours. We'll either manage this fire first or check on that pork belly, whichever comes first. So, y'all, stay tuned, folks. All right, folks. So we just closed that firebox door, and I wanted you to see what kind of smoke I got coming out of there. It's kind of hard to see it right now on camera, but it's a good, dense smoke coming out of there. The kind that I need at this stage right now. Not as heavy as what I started out with, not yet anyway, but it will be. And we'll come over here and we'll take a look at our gauge. And I didn't really drop off my target temp hardly at all. I was down to just about right there when I put these logs on, and that's where I am in right now. It's rising up a little bit, but it'll stabilize at 275, 280 and hold right there with them logs spaced the way it is. Just wanted to bring you guys in for that. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so we're gonna check on the pork belly again. We're right at the 4-hour mark on it. Our bacon pork belly brisket. We're gonna check it out and see how it's doing. And it is looking nice. We're at 177 in our thickest part, and 178 in our thinnest part. So we don't have maybe about an hour left on it. I'm gonna get this thing wrapped up because that's ready to wrap. The fat on top is rendered down, and it's got good color. Bark is formed. It's looking good. So we're gonna get this thing wrapped up. I'll bring you guys back for that here in a minute. Stay tuned. Alright, folks, so I just got that pork belly pulled off, our bacon cured pork belly, and that's what it's looking like. I pulled a rookie move, tried to one-hand it, and I ripped my fat cap right there, but it'll be fine. It'll still taste just as good. Just be a little bit of a visual defect. So, alright, we'll fold this over, just like I do all my other stuff that I wrap. Tuck that corner in right there. Tuck that corner in right there. Fold this flap over. Bend it down. Fold this flap over. Bend it down. Roll it up tight. Just like that. Pull everything nice and tight. You want these real tight so it helps the cooking process. Hold your excess right there. Just a little bit. We'll fold over one more time, and that puts your fat cap up. Pull everything nice and tight. Scrunch it up real good. And that right there is a wrapped up pork belly in butcher paper. Next time you guys see this pork belly will be when we check it for final internal temp and doneness. It is feeling a little bit tender right now, but it's not quite there. So it's still probably got about 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours before it's done. Y'all stay tuned. All right, folks. So we're about 5 hours in on this pork belly, and I got a feeling this is probably close to being done because when I wrap these up, I always crank my heat up to 325. Because when you wrap anything up in butcher paper and you stay on the temp that you were at, it will drop down a little bit before it comes back up. So I avoid that by cranking the heat up and pushing through. So Let's check it out, see what we got. Definitely feels tender. Oh yeah. Probing like butter. It's at 192. That's going to carry over also. You got to remember, folks, when you're got these small pieces of meat that you need to pull them off just a little bit shy of what you're aiming for. I don't aim for a specific internal temp, but I do aim for tenderness. So that is going to carry over. And that little slab weighed roughly about 2.5, 3 pounds. So it took 5 hours at 275, 300-ish to get done. Then 325 after the wrap. It was only in the wrap for a little, just a tad bit over an hour. We wrapped it right around the 4 hour mark, and cranking that heat up to 325 took it over to being done in about an hour. So that's typical. So the next time you guys see this is when we slice it up later on. I'm gonna put it in my pellet smoker, and I'm gonna let it rest for a few hours after it comes down a little bit on internal temp. Y'all stay tuned. All right, folks, the time has come to slice our bacon pork belly brisket, a real bacon pork belly brisket. This is cured bacon, smoked like a brisket, cured pork belly. So let's unwrap it, see how we did. It's definitely super juicy. You know, bacon takes out a little bit of moisture when you're curing it. So I didn't expect this much juice to be in here. But oh my God, look at that, folks. That is beautiful. That is a good looking pork belly right there. I don't even have to dump nothing out on that. It's already got it in there. It's got a good jiggle. Jiggling real nice. So we'll go ahead and we'll get this thing sliced up. And we'll come right here in the middle. And look at that, folks. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that pork belly. Look at the juices coming out of that. My God, that's insane. That is awesome. And you can tell it's cured. It's got that red tint to it. So let's take us some slices out of these and see how we really did. I'm going to come down here. I like this end piece right here. Let's come right here, take this off, and make us some bacon burn ends right here out of the end of this. And look at that, folks. Look at that. I have to try this right now. Oh my God. That is like probably one of the best things I've ever eaten. That is so good. My God, that's insane. That is good, guys. Let's take us a slice. A few slices from right here. And you can tell that is cured, guys. That looks insane. Look at these little slices. Goodness, that is bacon smoked like a brisket, fellas. It's got a good bend to it. It bends. It holds up under its own weight. We'll do a little pull test on it. Comes right apart. And man, and we are fixing to try this bundle of goodness. The fat is rendered down perfectly on top. Let's give this a try. Oh my God. Y'all have got to do this. I'm serious. Y'all got to try this. Even if you take this and cube it up and make it bacon burn ends, but this cured pork belly smoked like a brisket is insanely good. My God, that's good. Come right here, and I want to try a little bit from right here where the meat gets real thick at. We'll take a few slices here. Boy, would you look at that, guys. I don't have to put no tallow down off the board of this. Look at the juice that is in this thing. That is juicy. Would you look at that? Great moisture retention. It's tender, it bends, it's floppy, it jiggles. All right, I gotta try this one now. That is one of the best ways to smoke a pork belly. You got bacon burn ends, real bacon burn ends, but real bacon pork belly brisket is what's up, man. I'm telling you guys, you need to try this. That is so good. It is insane. I don't have to touch it that much. Look at the juice coming out of that. I will definitely put this in my backyard arsenal. One disclaimer though is it's very rich. You don't probably want to eat too much of it. I could eat me a few slices, but this would be awesome to throw on a burger, make your own sandwich out of it, and pair it with something. I mean, it's just so good. Just look at it, guys. Look at that little burn in right there. That's a bundle of joy and goodness. Mmm. All right, I gotta quit eating this. Somebody come take it away from me. It's just too good. Well, this is a success. This is one of my top 3 cooks I've ever done right here. It is awesome, guys. So, if y'all like the video, please like and subscribe. Like I said earlier in this video, I will put a link in the comments and I'll put a card on the screen where you can go to get the bacon cure, how I did my bacon burn ends video. I didn't film that in this one. But you follow them steps and then you smoke it like this, like a brisket. It's one of the best things you'll ever eat, man. A few notes from the cook. We used red oak on this. You get the pepper, you get the smoke, and you get that small hint of garlic powder and the small hint of Bondler seasoning. It did not come out over salted. I was worried about it being too salty. That's another thing. When you're curing it, don't cure it too long because it will come out salty if you cure it too long. I cured this for 7 days. Just look at it, guys. Look at it. It don't taste exactly like bacon, but it's got bacon aftertaste on it, you know? It just, it works. It's hard to describe. It's so damn good. But if y'all like this video, please like and subscribe. Let me know what y'all want to cook in the comments next. And I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.